Black, Poetic G. Beautiful love, always.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm King George. I am the owner of T.Y.I Productions. I am the curator of Black 31 magazine. Y'all know Black stands for beautiful love, always carries knowledge, and 31 equals champion. So today we have a special guest. This lady is one of the phenomenal singer and songwriters. And within this interview, we're gonna dive into all the different things that she do. We're gonna dive into community topics, and we're gonna dive into just the level of being a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
So most importantly, can y'all please give it up for no other than Miss Carla Gamble. Let's go.
Thank y'all.
Absolutely. Most importantly, right? I just want to ask this straight from the jump. Who is Miss Carla Gamble?
Carla Gamble is, man, Carla Gamble is a lot. I am funky. I'm soulful. I am powerful. I'm a poet. I am a singer. I am an amazing friend. I love my city. And I write music that inspires people and that feels good. You know, I do my best to just spread love and spread joy to anyone that I meet, and show it through my music.
I like that. I like that. That's heavy. That's heavy. Now, what does love mean to you?
Love is without condition. Love is patient, kind, joyful. Love is one of those things that when you feel it, you know it. That can be from your loved one, a stranger on the street. And yeah, love is just is way more than a word. It's just I feel like it's a feeling. It's deep.
Yes. 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 When it comes to music, right? How important is music to you?
How important is music to me? It's a lifeline. It's air. It's just I was born in music. I was born to be a singer. I was born to be a person that thrives in music and entertainment. I am wow, music is everything. Is love. Is everything that I create is that love that music it just intertwines, you know, like it is definitely it's an embodiment. So I yeah, music is everything. It's I mean anything that you could put, everything, the stars, the moon, the sky, the earth, you know, like it's everything.
Yes. 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 Now tell the people, right? How did you dive into poetry? Like, singing, songwriting. How did you dive straight into poetry, then just start hitting the poetry stages?
Poetry is and for whatever will forever be my entire love. It was my voice came from church, and I've always been a singer. I grew up singing in church, but poetry was one of those, like I it just came out. You know, I was inspired by my father, rest in peace, that I wrote my first poem when I was about 9 years old. And it was about him and just, you know, just how strong he was and how amazing he was as a man and as my father. And I just remember writing it and reading it for a few people, and they were just amazed. Poetry really just came easy, you know, like singing, it came easy, but poetry first, it came so easy. And it was just like, okay, let's go. Like, you're a writer? Oh, let's go.
Yes. 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 Now, within that, I heard something that was very, very special,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm also one of those kids that love my father too. I had a great father, right? Um, what does it mean to have a great father, and how important is it right now in these times, right now, to have a father present in these kids' lives?
Mm, wow. Having a father is man, I miss my dad, like I miss his physical presence every day. And having the ability to write about him, to share my music, to share my story, me to even talk to you about him is such a joy because I knew him as such a great man. And he he just I had two brothers outside of myself, so just us being together and him being with us is one of those things that parents are, you can't, they're not replaceable, like once your parents are your parents, and when you know them and you grow up with them, you love them and you build a connection, it's really tight. And then I in this time, wow, I would just wish fatherhood and children being with their fathers on anyone, like on people, please. Like, it is special to have your parents around, and especially fathers. There's so much to learn, there's so much to do and experience, and just the conversations is just invaluable,
Yes,
For sure.
absolutely. Yes, for sure. For sure. Now I'm gonna dive into a deeper question, right?
Okay.
And and why is there so much of a disconnect within the inner cities between black man and black woman?
Hmm. Um, so for me, people really need to love each other, honestly. Like, there's a lot of love missing in the world, period. And the way that we can connect or continue to connect with ourselves and others as being like, bringing people into our space in our world is love. Honestly, it you would be surprised at how many things we can solve, how many issues that could be kind of just talked out, and just the communication if we just have it with love. It's really as simple as that.
You're right. Right. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Um, when it comes to community, right? Community, we see a lot of different things that go on in the community. And I know when it comes to singing, it comes to poetry, it comes to when it comes to art, period, right? How does good art, like good art, how does good art affect the mental health of the minds of people now? And how much do they need it now?
Well, number one, you need to protect your mental health to create the good art. Okay, that's for one. Like, the art comes from you being mentally healthy, you being good, you being in a place where you can express thoughts and communicate and pour out what you are feeling. Art and emotions go together well, very well. And I feel like art, especially in our community, I mean, Philadelphia is a heavy city of art and culture and expression and talent. So, us having these conversations together, like on lives, people in person, open mics, spaces where people get together for the joy and the experience of sharing talent, for us to actually experience it together is heavily necessary. It's so necessary. So yes, it's very important. Both of them are very important to support each other. So make sure that and I also feel like because of that, when you write and you get things out, or when you perform, or where you create as a creative, you being responsible for your mental health, that is doing that. Like, you getting that out that way, that is completely helping you. I believe so. I mean, as a creative, I believe so. If you're creative, you need to express that. You need to get it out, even if it's just your journal. I love to journal, even when I'm not performing and I'm not, writing songs or poetry. I'm journaling. I'm writing down how I feel. I'm getting it out. I'm talking to God. So yeah, for sure, art, mental health in the community is all together. Very
Yes, yeah,
important.
absolutely, absolutely. Now, when it comes to music nowadays, like the music that you hear on the radio, right?
Mhm.
How detrimental is the vibrations and the negativity? How detrimental is it in when it comes to like hitting the minds of our community, how detrimental is it for our people to be, you know, being better creatives? Because we see a lot in our communities right now,
Mhm.
and a lot of children is intaking all this negativity. So how detrimental is it right now in these times?
It's very serious, and that's why you got to Carla gamble. You know, that's why you have the people that are hitting you with positivity. This is the message that we're putting out. There are a lot of amazing artists and people that are hitting the airwaves. You know, that is very much so. Overseeing that positive light, you know, that's really spraying it out. And so yeah, it's serious. The airwaves definitely have a lot of negativity going on. You know, it's negativity kind of creeps in a lot of places we don't need it to be, you know, like that's just what it is sometimes. So you need heavy vibration of light, of music, of love, of joy. Like these moments, you count them, you don't take them for granted. Whenever you get a time to you know, just be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Like I said, strangers in the street, people who need to, you never know who's out there, you never know who is your angel that could just be walking around, you know, and you want to be kind. So yeah, it's very, it's unfortunate for the negativity, or just, you know, things that are not healthy for the vibration to be out there. But at the same time, this is what we do it for. This is what we spread love and joy and community and talk about positivity for. Like we don't, you know, like this is what it's about.
Absolutely, absolutely, sister. I believe yes, exactly what it's about.
Yeah.
Um, I want to jump into some fun questions, more about like the artistry and things like that. So I'm gonna just throw some quick questions at you, and you, once you answer, we'll know more about you musically and just, you know, the type of artist that you are, and some of the names you may love. They, you know, a lot of different greats, but they're gonna be some tough questions, but it's gonna be some fun questions too. Um, so I got a good one from the jump. Patti LaBelle or Shaka Khan?
You is not about to do for real both.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, we diving right into it. Yes, we diving right into it. Michael Jackson or James Brown?
Oh my goodness. That is not an easy choice. Especially because I'm a funky girl and I love James Brown, but I love MJ too. That's not, that's just, I don't know.
Um, or maybe I do some newer ones because maybe I'm hitting too heavy with the old heads. I know I love all the old heads.
I do too. I do too. I do too. I'm not, I really do.
I'm gonna be honest with you because it be so. And I'm even seeing the comments, people like Michael, Patty, and it's so crazy. It's so crazy, and then because it's like
Right?
I don't know who to pick either. I'm a crazy James Brown fan, but then also I'm a crazy Prince fan too.
Mhm.
So it's like it's crazy. But okay, how about this? Brandy or Monica?
Oh my goodness. I really like Brandy though. I like
Brandy.
Brandy. I like Brandy.
Yeah.
I give you one for that.
Okay, Brandy. Okay,
I
okay,
like
okay,
Brandy.
okay, okay. When it come to let me go to a group, a nice group. I said this before. Boys the Men or Jodeci?
It's definitely Boys the Men for me.
Okay, that's
Mm,
heavy. That's
Boys the
heavy.
Men for
That's
me.
heavy. I like that.
I
I
love
like that. I like that.
my city.
Yes, yes. And one more, right? Um, Beyonce or Anita
Oh,
Baker?
oh my gosh. Oh man. I mean, I really love Anita Baker, but I really love Beyonce. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to tie it out on that one.
Okay, 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 okay.
Because it's different. It's different eras. It's a different era of music. Like it's different era of a lot of things. So, but yeah, let's tie it out on there.
Absolutely. I try to make them tough. I don't want to make them easy
No, that was fun. That was fun.
Because Beyonce tough. She can trump anybody. If I put anybody in this new era against, I'll be like, no, I gotta go with Beyonce.
Beyonce is that girl. She that girl.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Um, one more, but I want to compare movies on this one, right? One more, just one more. I want to compare movies on this.
Okay.
Um, The Color Purple or Dreamgirls,
Oh, wow, that is hard.
and both of them heavy.
Uh, wow.
But
Uh,
the old Color Purple, not the new color.
right.
No.
I felt like you was about to say that. I felt like you was about to say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, Dreamgirls though, that's classic. Uh,
Yeah.
ask me later.
I hear that. I hear that. I hear that.
Yeah,
I hear
send me
that.
that.
I hear that. Um. Name the top three poetry platform that you love performing at.
Hmm. Well, is this like past tense or
Uh. Uh.
like?
Uh. uh Currently, like if you wanted to go out right now to your top three, poetry places to perform at, where would you go to?
Oh my goodness, you can go anywhere, pretty much anywhere in the city. You can hit up Bar Cafe Live. They have nights where you can do poetry. I would definitely hit up Voices in Power because they have shows at Rec Philly. They're dope, so dope. Check them out. I would hit up. Uh, Yeah, I mean, I could because it's so many amazing. Like any venue in the city, you can go to a city winery. You could go to Dialogue. You could go. I mean, it's anywhere from north to south to wherever, Center City, anywhere in Philadelphia. Is so many places to perform.
Yes, yes,
For
that's true.
sure, for
That's true. That's true.
sure, for
Philadelphia
sure,
is like the,
for sure.
it's like the Mecca now for poetry. That's what
Yeah,
I'm gonna say.
yeah. Like just go ahead and sign your name on the list and get up there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. They got a lot of places. The Fire. I know you've been to the
You know
Fire.
what? I just went to the fire for my first time like a couple months ago. Yeah, it's real nice in there. I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's an old, that's an old school joint. That's like an old school spot. They said, I believe they said what Teddy Pendergrass performed there before.
See, I didn't know. See, then I
Yeah, a lot of
remember
different.
talking about it. I think the owner is a woman,
Yeah,
and I was hearing her speak about it, and she was saying how long they've been around,
yeah.
and so I'm so excited that people are actually still supporting and going there and performing, having shows.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I had a cousin that used to perform. His name was Herbert Murray. He used to perform the guitar and sing. And
Okay.
he actually got live videos of him, doing this thing at the fire, and a lot of people loved him at the fire. Like,
Okay.
so it was kind of, when he, rest in peace. But when he passed, a lot of people, definitely show love.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's dope. I love that.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, poetry, poetry, right? Um, how how long? How long can you go without poetry? Is this something that always got to stay there inside?
Poetry, it never leaves. It never. I've been writing poetry since I was like I said, 8 or 9 years old, probably before that, but didn't even know what I was doing. It never leaves. It's always a part of who I am. And like I told you, I started singing in church when I was younger. So just putting poetry and my voice together I made so much music, like so many amazing songs and so many amazing poems, stories that I'm able to share, and just also that I'm just able to write, just to get my experience out. So yeah, poetry, I don't go long without poetry. It's always there.
Yes, yes, yes. Poetry is very essential.
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, right? Most importantly, right? Um, when it comes to the communities that we live in right now, right? Um, we are surrounded with violence, gun violence, right? Gun violence been really detrimental. Um, what is your take on the inner city youth of them actually taking one another's lives, and what is the at least a beginning solution that you feel as though in your heart that can start today to at least start dumbing down some of that gun violence that we are seeing within the inner cities?
It's really unfortunate that children, the youth, are involved in such crazy, like a lot of stuff that I see, a lot of stuff that I read, I can't even imagine. I can't even, like, wow, like what's going on? I have a lot of friends, a lot of people that are in the city that are advocating, as well as myself. A lot. I have a show that I have for in March that I call Voices of Philly Soul, and I also do book giveaways for the children during throughout the year, where we get children together, we give out books, we talk to them, we love on them. Is the crime in the city is not just a conversation, it's action. So it's like I could tell you what I feel should be done, but as a unit, I will say this: more conversations need to be had between people like me and you, and a group of us, people that are seeing things happen, that want things to change, and we come together and we gather as much youth as we can, as much youth as we possibly can to go. And I mean, if you have a day, you say, hey, like we just gonna go play basketball, or I'm gonna take you out to such and such, or I'm gonna where's the school that you go to? I'm gonna come up to the school and take you to lunch, or whatever it is that's a positive change, one youth, one person, one child at a time. I know a lot of people, I'm sure you know a lot of people
Yes.
that want to see better, that want to see children not dying, like that. They don't want the violence in the city. So it's more songs, it's more poetry, it's more action, it's more positivity. So we can't say you want to change but you don't do nothing. So it's, to me, it's like, yeah, we could talk about it, but what's to do? We get them together. We even after this conversation, we could talk, me and you, about how we could come together to involve more youth in positive activities and things to actually do. When they don't have so much downtime, where you actually have a positive role models. It's the role models. It's the people that the youth can look up to, or lack thereof, because some of them just don't have it. They don't have a positive outlook. They don't have people that they can talk to, or explain their situation. Kids are coming from broken homes. Kids are coming from unfortunate situations, and they don't have adults and people to actually talk to. So yeah, I think it starts with us. It's very unfortunate every single day, everywhere, and it ain't just Philly. It's everywhere around the world. Like violence is everywhere. It's bananas. So yeah, man. I'm just trying every day, every time that I can get a chance to encourage someone young. Encourage people in the world. That's what I do. So I would want you to do the same, and whoever's watching, please do the same.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. And I feel like some of this conversation, especially for young boys, goes back to that second question that we asked in the interview, like the second or third question, that I asked you, about how important was your father to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that in these times for young boys, they like you said, they are missing them role models, and especially they missing the father role model.
Mm-hmm.
Some fathers don't want to be there, but then you got some fathers who want to be there, and they are being forced not to be there. So, when it comes to things like that, right? For the fathers that's simply that don't want to be there, we're not speaking to for them, but for the fathers that actually want to be there, and there's so much triumph and there's so much, tugging back and forth between the mother and between this and between that. Um, why is that? Why is that?
That's not really a question that I can answer. Like people
Yeah,
have their own personal things going on,
yeah,
in their personal relationships. There's a lot of stuff going
yeah,
on that we don't know about.
yeah,
So it's kind of like I would love to answer that, but I really can't, like, honestly, because I don't know people's personal, what goes on in their home, like what kind of conversations are they having or not having. The best thing that I could, for me, the child is always important.
yes,
Like, it's always the child that matters.
yeah,
So whatever the
absolutely,
parents are going through, the tug back and forth, or the any kind of unnecessary or negative arguments or anything like that, is always the child that's first. So if
absolutely,
it's so whatever you need to do, whatever you need to figure it out for your child, because their future bright. You don't want them to be covered in anything unnecessary that doesn't help them grow.
yeah,
So, yeah, like I said, I don't know why. I don't know, but all I know is that if there is a child involved, to any parent, put them first and try to, settle your differences so that they can, grow and be great.
absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
You are absolutely right. Now, no, 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 no. You're absolutely right. People have to put their differences away, and we're gonna speak more about that too, sister. We definitely gonna speak more about that. But as we gear up to wrap up the interview, right? This is a question I always gotta ask, and I definitely want to ask you this because you've been speaking like a powerful sister all night, and that's what I'm talking about. So what advice do you have for young sisters, specifically young sisters? What advice do you have for these young sisters to be successful, to be grounded in being a good woman, and third, what advice do you have for them to be themselves, most importantly, in the world like this that we living in right now?
Man. Well, first you have to I would say, connect yourself to the source. Like, connect yourself to your spiritual self, your meditation, your prayer. Connect yourself with so many greater things in the world. Like, do research, study, look at different amazing pictures that's other places. Go outside, take a walk, in nature. It try to experience, and this is for any age, like, try to experience life in the best way. And also get to know who you are, like, get to know what you bring, or what you want to bring to the world. Don't ever stop writing things down. Journal everything, even if, like, as a creative, is especially, is so important. But just as just an amazing young woman, or a woman, just to write, and to create. Don't ever stop creating. Whatever you do, don't ever stop creating. And I would also say, be kind to yourself and others. That's really, I've been pushing that, because it's a lot of times where people are just, they carry your energy. Like, energy is super important. Know your energy, protect your energy, but really like ground yourself in your energy, because people feel that. And you know, you walking around with a certain type of vibe, like people gonna feel that. And it's not cool. If it ain't good, it ain't cool. And I would also say to just keep pressing, because we talked about a lot in this interview, and a lot of times it doesn't get to a lot of people, you know, like the positivity and the light and the good music, you know, the good vibrations, the healing, the people like me, people like you, people like great amazing people in this world don't always get to be seen or heard. So I'm just really spreading out my light and my love to all the young women out here, because this is not easy. It's not easy to be Black women. It's not easy to be a woman. It's just not easy. So, and oh, can't forget this. Collaboration is key. All of the creatives collaborate, women, young women, like, you know, making female friends, women friends is everything. Like, you know, making a friend is great. So definitely, you know, don't be shy and you know, just go outside, walk in the world, and show them who you are and be great.
That's heavy.
Um,
That's heavy. That's heavy. Yes, I love it. I love it. And most importantly, I just want to ask you, what do you love most about yourself?
mm, I love I love a lot about myself. I love myself, okay? But I love my ability to love others. I love my ability to be who I am unapologetically. Like, you know, I love me as a creative and as a person and as a woman. I'm so many different things to so many different people, and I love that for me, like in the best way. You know, like I'm really a good person. So I absolutely love that I'm a good person, and I'm able to like have people resonate with my music and have the ability to shine my light wherever I go. You know, and for my energy to actually like pour out, you know, like I hope that anybody that I come in contact with, that people feel that you feel that smile when I'm smiling, you feel that, you know, that energy when I'm talking to you, because it's special to me. So yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about, sister. Yes, that's real sister talk. That's what I'm talking about. And and most importantly, where can the people find you at?
So you can find me, well, right here, definitely, at The Real Carla Gamble on IG, Facebook. You can find me at The Real Carla Gamble, my website, therealcarlagamble.com. I released a project called Soul Static this year. It's everywhere you can download music. Please go listen to it. It is a love letter to my city of Philadelphia. I am working on new music all the time, so be prepared and get ready, because there's always some amazing creativity popping over here. And yeah, find me anywhere. Just type in Carla Gamble, Google me, and everything will pop up for you.
That's heavy. That's heavy. Let's go. Let's go. Soul Static. Y'all heard her. Listen,
Hey,
go check out Soul Static. Listen, support the real Miss Carla Gamble.
thank
And
you.
and most importantly, y'all know, please tap in. Tap in. B.L.K. 31, Black 31 magazine. Y'all know what Black stands. Beautiful love always carries knowledge. 31 equals champion. We are the platform of truth. We are the home of the champions, and we are the place where we uplift man, woman, and child. Peace and love, y'all. One. Thank you, sister.
You're welcome. Thank y'all so much. Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Pay attention, train your mind. During these times, we need more education, not incarceration. To elevate from negativity at all costs. Knowledge and power. Remember this game spilled, given. Embrace it. T.Y.I, Poetic G. Peace and love, one. I love it.